Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Glad to be back on YouTube after yesterday's shenanigans. So, Miss Michelle, as usual, what happened to your hair? It fell by itself. Yeah, it was a shocking development. So, woke up and I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Yeah, that was scary. So let's see on here as more people trickle in. Let me check. I pasted the link inside of the Discord, so please, I'm sure there are others that are six. If somebody can tell me if the sound is fine, that's where we can get going. And in the meantime, I will go ahead and do our usual roll call. So this morning it is 8:41 p.m. in Manila, 4:42 p.m. in Port St. Louis, 4:42 p.m. in Ho Chi Minh City, 8:42 p.m. in Singapore, and Mr. Fernando and others who are catching us from Buenos Aires, where it's currently 9:42 a.m. This is a live broadcast of pre-market analysis on September the 16th, Wednesday. Why Wednesday? Because if we say Wednesday, yeah, it could be like oh, anything. But if thank you for the sound, Mr. Les. If you have been following us for a bit, I mean, you can go to the thread of the Discord for the subscriber, right? If let's say my dubbing Wednesday as well, it's exaggerated. Let's just try. Oh my goodness, today is definitely something. Who do I see? I see somebody. Let me. I'm easily distracted, as you can see, and my attention span can be so. So I'm talking about Wild Wednesday, and I see somebody who jumped in the chat who I need to greet. So. Yes, Wild Wednesday, because remember, usually we have Wild Wednesday because Wednesdays are typically that day where the market will change in the way that we have been trending. What am I talking about? Go back to the chart of SPY or QQQ, and let's say the first week of September. Notice how we did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we were going up, and then everybody was buying calls, right? When Thursday, the 3rd of September came, what happened? The market gap down all of a sudden, and everybody were caught with the pants down. Well, everybody were caught in the pants down, except those of us who, as the saying goes, oh, you guys like to trade puts. I invite everybody, please take your what's the name of it? Meyer-Briggs personality test, how it relates to trading. I have an article on successfultrading.com blog. It will give you great insight because each one of us, we have, as traders, before we are traders, we are human beings. So we have this conception about how life should be. So trust me, the market will challenge that big time. Meaning, are you a type of person who's going to say that, oh, you don't feel comfortable when the stock market is going down? You don't feel comfortable making money if a stock is going down minus 10% of the like. Well, my friend, if you're in trading, you need to resolve that because otherwise you're going to spend your time wrestling with the market. And trust me, wrestling with the market in either direction is not going. You're not going to come ahead of that wrestling match. I guarantee you that. Yeah. So know who you are and trying to make the most of it. The way that article on successfultrading.com goes about it is like you have to maximize your strength, yeah, and somehow try find a way of minimizing your weakness. If your weakness is that you are totally paralyzed when a market is going down, well, that means one way to go about it will be to reduce your risk, yeah. So meaning that you cannot say that you're going to be invested on. I mean, if you are long-term positions, obviously, but so I mean, for us here, we are mostly uh, short-term. We are trading weekly options. Is in that sense that I'm talking about. If you're an investor, I mean, that's a total different ballgame. Yeah. So let's make sure that we understand each other. I'm bringing this because again, not that's going to happen. I mean, we spent time, was it Sunday night, doing some study on here. But yesterday, actually, we start seeing that and we are going to go jump to that. Maybe I should actually have that. So let me switch my screen on here into a trading view. Yep, we are already there. So all I need to do is literally just bring a chart of SPY where we saw that the crossover that happened all of a sudden yesterday, both QQQ and SPY, they actually closed above both EMAs, the 8 and the 20 that we use. Yes, folks. Yeah. I mean, we noticed that. So meaning, is there a scenario that we're going to form a U? because in that case, if this was the bottom, hey, my friend, it's just a matter of time before we return to highs again. And in that case, all of this will be forgotten because trust me, a week goes by like this, like, oh, what happened? So this dip here, because on 6 consecutive days on here, the last 6 days, the stock market has mostly been going sideways. So I'm sharing a view of the daily chart or SPY as of now. So that's what you should be seeing. And that's what's, is it what it's telling me? Yep, that's what it's telling me that you guys are seeing. So I can bring another chart of here for QQQ. In the meantime, what I do that I just saw somebody dear to me hailing from the beautiful city of Douala, where it's currently 1:46 p.m. So good afternoon, Miss Goita, or Mrs. Goita, I should say, Miss Goita. So glad that you made it. And please, obviously you must have found that chat, that, that chat window where you just say hello on there. I saw you actually clap your hand. So that's what startled me was while I was beginning this show. So okay, so there is it. So QQQ didn't quite make it, right? This is the candle that we closed by on QQQ. If you are watching this show for the first time and wondering what are the color in the background, when I zoom in a little bit, those are just Fibonacci levels. That's I have traced it. I have put on in the background recently. So QQQ yesterday closed at the EMA 8, the recent momentum. That's the yellow line on our chart on here. Is still below the EMA 20, but now it's trying to actually reverse and go prices again. This is the most bizarre trend, trust me, that we have had instances where it came close, like here. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. So you see this market, meaning deep get bought. The market trade for a few days below moving average, and then all of a sudden, and what has been happening, the one thing that has been happening a lot lately, folks, I don't know if you noticed, the entire week, the market is spending more time gapping up in this case than actually trading. We stay in range. How do we know that? Look at the body of the candle. So that we made a video on YouTube channel, candlestick understanding, how to master candlesticks. It was really preliminary, basic stuff. Hopefully, we find time in the near future to develop more into that because there's so much into that. You will be amazed by the amount of things that if you put yourself into you invest yourself and time into technical analysis, what you can discover. So notice from Friday, September 11, to the 14th, QQQ gap from 270 to 274. That's no small feat. But look during the day, really, it traded from 274 to 277. So meaning we traded 3 points intraday and we gap up over 4 points. More interesting. And then the next day, between Monday and Tuesday, we went from 275 close to 278.90. Let's call it 279. Another 4-point gap, but in the day, actually, well, the day at least, we traded, let's say, almost 5 points down. Because we went to 275.73 from 280 high, or 3 points, 4 points, whatever you want. But my point is that really there have been more moves outside of trading hours. So as a trader, these are patterns that you can see. Now you can ask me, and we all wrestle with that. Which direction is the market going to gap up? We do not know, folks. We do not know. If I told you that I knew, then I wouldn't be here. Does that make sense? And now, let's see. I'm trying to, my computer just decided not to get me to my control screen. All right. So, hey, Miss Z, how are you? Good morning. So, where does that take us? Let's go ahead and take a look at, I'm going to show you, actually, while we are still on the chart, talking about the market, let me show you an example of what we are talking about. So yesterday, remember some of you, I don't know if you were trading Apple or anything, but let me show you how Apple traded yesterday in the last 30 minutes. And if that was a preview of a wild day that's ahead of us, with 2 p.m., Mr. Jerome Powell will be speaking. We'll be having a press conference. It starts at 2:30, I believe, but at least they will make the announcement about the decision of the FOMC meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern. So 2 p.m. Eastern, your trading clock will not be more valuable than it is going to be today. Meaning that, folks, we traders here, and traders in general, we have between the opening of the market to maybe 11 Eastern. Yeah. From that on, I expect just sideways because the market makers, they're not going to make a move. I mean, they know what that decision is, but they will want to make money. The way that they make money, it's mostly in regard to option traders. Yes, the option market pretty much dictates how stock moves, believe it or not. It's not the other way around. People, if you have that misconception, that's wrong. Because if I'm holding a stock, it doesn't matter. I can hold it, it goes down, it goes up, whatever. Yeah, transiently, I will be losing or gaining money. But options, oh, my friend, there is a way that the money is gone. At least if I'm holding a stock, I can say, oh, maybe it will recover in, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. Your option, especially like us, we are trading weekly options. The Wednesdays and a Wednesday like this one, maybe somebody needs to do a quant analysis for us. How has SPY traded in the week or on the day of FOMC? And then it just so happened that this week we have daily expiration on Friday, weekly expiration on Friday, monthly expiration this Friday, September the 18th, and quarterly expiration. That's hence the word quadruple witching. Yeah, so meaning that all type of games. So this was the chart that we're showing is the 15-minute chart of Apple yesterday. So we felt the crossover happened somewhere here, right? So if you were trading this, fantastic, below VWAP, posting lower low, so you took the trade. And then an hour into the close, then we hit a low of 113.61. So it's not a bad trade, actually, believe it or not, if you were able to get in somewhere here. Yeah. But then what happened here? So did Apple find support? Okay, fine. We can say that that's the case, especially such a big candle in the last 15 minutes. Yeah, sure, fine. So Apple closed at 115. Where is Apple trading right now? I don't know yet, but that's our next screen where we're going to go into to take a look at individual stock, how they are trading. This is what I'm talking about. And look at the chart, the type of chart that we have been having. How do you trade this, folks? I mean, you missed the gap, yeah? So do you try to say, okay, let me, even with a Gantt strategy, my friend, you have no chance because it didn't move. It didn't move in either direction. This is sideways gallows. All Apple has done since Monday is pretty much just take you for a ride, you and I for a ride, meaning you didn't make money. Either you had calls or puts. Hence, for us, patience on at the beginning of the week. The biggest money is going to be made starting today, but starting today, mostly after that FOMC announcement. I can guarantee you that. Depending, some stock, we are going to see some of the early momentum on here, what's going on with some stock, but we have 90 minutes after that. By now, all of the traders inside of the Successful Trading Discord room, you are to be very familiar with the trading clock. This is not something to joke about or something, and it's not something to be frustrated about. Yeah, my friend, I mean, have you seen the type of opportunities to make money in this market? But we need to be smart about it. You have to be coy about it because it's almost when we talk about gangster trade. Yeah, trust me, there is no better gangster activity than what's going on in the stock market. Yeah. All right. So let's see who are the newcomer here. Hey, Mr. Mickey, how are you? Good morning. Hey, Mr. Wayne, how are you? Glad to have you on board. So we are talking about some of the wrestling or the wild activity that it's upon us starting today, starting at 11 o'clock, 11:30 during the press conference. Don't try to be a hero. Minimize your risk, and there will be plenty of opportunity to make money in the last hour of the session, even in the last 30 minutes of the session, but even more so tomorrow and on Friday. That much we know. So let's go ahead here, switch screens. Mr. B, I think that my record so far I don't want to jinx it, in September into messing up, talking on a different screen. I should be spotless, yeah? I should. I'm not so sure that I've managed that. So let me try to go inside of Power E-Trade on here, and let's take a look at how we're starting with the individual stock. That's okay. And then we can take a look at the indexes, because definitely this Wednesday is going to be wild. How do we know that? Well, pre-market activity, if some of you have really taken the time to focus on that, just see what how early did you start looking at pre-markets, and see have you seen any type of swing. So right now I have it sorted by volume. I mean, we have had two stocks pretty much since they did the splits, right? Every single day, Tesla and Apple have the highest volume in the market. Now there's this other one that's dear to us. I don't know how NKLA is dear to us or no. So should we take a trade today? I need to, Mr. B, is it safe to take NKLA Gangster trade? Because now I'm the one who needs to be asking the question. Because there's this thing, it can't be halted or anything. I don't want to put my money on an investment and then that halts yesterday. Was it the day before yesterday? On, what was it, Oracle? Where's Oracle, by the way? Do I have Oracle in this list? Yes, I do have Oracle in this list. So I'm still holding a stronghold on Oracle. So I'm not so sure what they are doing so far. So this is what's happening in terms of stock moving in pre-market. NKLA is moving, Facebook is moving, Tesla is moving, BA is moving in the bad direction. If so, but I know some of you don't care about that. Let me talk to you about stock that interests you. FedEx is moving. UPS is moving. Didn't we say last Sunday that UPS could be used as a proxy to FedEx? I can't guarantee you it was night and day. I don't know how much they're going to pay, but if you don't know what we're talking about, let's do something here. Let's go to the option charts, not the chart, the option chain of UPS. A proxy trade is that you know that a piece of news or information is going to be coming on a stock. In this case, earnings on FedEx. But since they trade in the same industry, they're parts of the same industry, you take the trade on the one that does not have the news. So in this case, United Parcel UPS you could have used it as a proxy if you're into that. For us, we are really not big into trading earnings, except in some rare instances. Some of you remember CRM a couple of weeks ago. That was fantastic for us, but because we have a big reason for doing that. FedEx, pretty much everybody knew that it was going to go up. But my question to you is that, will you be making money if you took the trade because of the implied volatility jump? So in the case of United Parcel, I think, let's say these up to 165, anything in the money will pay. But the problem is that you had to put up $180. So the last price yesterday, $183 per contract. And this morning, you stand to make, it's not going to be much, folks, because implied volatility is going to come down a little bit. But at least since it's already in the money, you stand to make a few bucks. And if they make further run, your position can make for me, I do not treat it that way, because I know that right now, I can take a gangster trade on United Parcel. Yeah, very easy, very cheaply. Yeah. So that's how. But definitely, it's the reason I'm showing it here is that the implied volatility is much better than for FedEx. Let's go ahead and take a look at FedEx here. If we can type. So you see values in the 55 and the 60s. Let's try to see what's implied volatility if they haven't dropped it yet. Okay, remember what was it with who was I speaking to? We were talking about how fast they drop in implied volatility. My friend, look at this screen as of now, right? Look at it literally 2 minutes into the session to make up. So look at this. The 230, even the 240, look at the implied volatility, 100%, but look at the price of the contract. $700, folks. Yeah? To trade something that was $6 out of the money. Are you out of your mind? Oh, that's a question for me. Am I out of my mind? So now the stock is up 20 points, trading at 255. Yeah, so 255, to get that, you would have had to get almost $400 yesterday per contract. So, yeah, you will be lucky to make money once they drop implied volatility here or anything. It's just too much risk, folks. It's the thing with earnings, even when you really have a certainty about the direction. The other strategy which we have talked about, right, is, hey, 2 weeks before, yes, that run up to earnings, yes, you can trade that. But then again, the stock needs to be moving in your direction. In this case, let's say bullishly. So it's gonna be wild on here. You guys, everybody who attended bootcamp, you guys have your quant analysis document, right? The research that we do. FedEx is in there. Hopefully, you took a look at it to trying to see what's going to happen. For me here, as usual, I keep repeating it. A stock is up 7%. We are on Wild Wednesday or whatever. For me, I know that I have a high probability of making money on the put side on FedEx. If not today, definitely tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. So meaning that my bias here, as I've said many times, is to try to get cheap puts, as many cheap puts as possible, and for FedEx going to be patient. If I do not get the puts in Ganster today, which I'm not going to be that aggressive, definitely, trust me, in this session today, I will have opportunity to get myself cheap puts and for a payday tomorrow. So that's on there. So let's return inside inside of the control to see. Say shout out to Thomas. Yes, FedEx. Okay, yes, FedEx. Miss Z, for everybody who could be seeing, Miss Z, she trade the stock. So I'm not sure. Miss Z, did you trade the stock? Did you trade FedEx the stock or the option before? Because I see yes, FedEx. I say congratulations. Say shout out to Thomas. Mr. Thomas, aka the Juice. Is he holding a position? Okay, so shout out to Thomas. I don't know which Thomas it is. We have a Mr. Thomas inside our trading room. He's also known as the Juice. Okay, folks, let's reset. It is 9:02 Eastern Time in New York and in Toronto. It is currently 6:02 Pacific Time. It's still pitch dark outside. You guys are familiar with it. My window is that way. The window of my office is that way. And you're catching a live pre-market analysis on successful trading. So Ms. Z is saying that she traded this stock this morning. She shorted it from, oh, Ms. Z short. Ms. Z, we're going to be friends. Ms. Z is short. We're going to be friends, Ms. Z, because it is the first time. Ms. Z, do not say this to Mr. Greg that you are shorting stocks. Yeah, he's not going to like it. Ms. Z saying that she shorted FedEx from 259 to 256. Yes, Ms. Z, the action that I'm seeing on FedEx, I have reason to believe that FedEx may give up some of its gain because it's still up right now at 774. But what I want actually for them to do a big spike up. Yeah, that's where the gangster trade for me, if I decide to take one, I'm going to get those cheap puts filled very nicely. So that's my plan. Oh, man. I didn't know that you were shorting stock Mixi. We're going to be friends. Good job. I thought you bought it yesterday. Actually, yeah, for me, if let's say I was trading StockX, I would have bought that FedEx StockX day because everything, let's say, even on Sunday night when we spoke, everybody and the sisters and the grandma knew that FedEx was going to go up. So 18 points, not bad. So in that case, you will have had an opportunity to sell it yesterday after hours or sell it this morning at 259 and then take the short like Ms. Z did. Fantastic, folks. Any questions on here? So let's go back in there and take a look at what's. I mean, there are so many opportunities, right? So I mean, we already given them. I mean, some of you are into Tesla. Personally, I'm not. Yeah. So thanks, but no thanks. The headaches, I can only take so much. So there are plenty of other stocks to be traded this morning. Apple is one of them because Apple had prints. It was more like a head fake that they gave yesterday to 113 something. Then it went again above. And then this morning, Apple is Apple slumping? Where do they have Apple? They have Apple at right at 115. So gotta be patient on Apple, folks. Something is going on. I'm not certain of the direction. Yesterday, yeah, you would have told me it was below the print. So the rule is very simple. For those who are catching us for the first time on YouTube, because I have a lot of messages since I did a review on successfultrading.com of the tool called Flow Algo, which I don't own, by the way, right? It's a separate, different service that we subscribe to. Most of the traders subscribe to it on here. And you don't need it to trade our system. Yeah. When we have information on FlowAlgo, your fellow traders, they will share that. I will share that with you. So you don't need to subscribe to FlowAlgo per se. It's not a requirement if you are wondering to trade our system. For us, we just want to make sure that we position ourselves according to what the big money they're going to do, because we don't want to wrestle with them. We know we're going to be losing that wrestling match any day, anytime. So we want to trade in the same direction that the big. So the rule is the print. What's the print? A print is the price at which the transaction took place on the equity, on the stock. So in the case of Apple, yesterday and the day before yesterday, there were plenty of prints, 1,800,000 something, about 115. 115.38 was the last one. And then yesterday, you saw on the chart that we showed previously, if you were with us in the last 10, 15 minutes, it dropped below that print. It went all the way to 113. So that's established a bearish direction. So below the print, we are bearish. Above the print, we are bullish. And so this morning, here it is. It's going in the opposite direction of how it closed yesterday. It closed at 115.54, which was above the print. And then this morning, here we are. We are below the print again at 114 something. So this is what I'm talking about, folks. This action that you are seeing right now. And look how fast, because this time always, remember, folks, between 9 and 9:15, if you're patient, the markets usually, because that's where every single big institution there, that's where the orders are coming into. The orders are coming into. So we get an idea about the direction on here. There is a stock that Mr. B and I don't know about some of you, but Mr. B and I, we decided yesterday to go, not to go gangster, because gangster wasn't be that, but we decided to take a look at NVIDIA, and that for me has been pretty much the whole week long, because NVIDIA, they bought ARM for 40 billion on Monday, so we gap up 32 points from between last Friday and Monday. But then during the session, actually we closed lower, and then yesterday we gap up on another upgrade, yeah, because analysts love upgrading NVIDIA. But it didn't hold again. From 532, it actually posted a intraday low of 513. And then this morning, and yesterday, the last candle of the day, it went from 513 to 520. Actually, it closed at 519.64. And then this morning, here it is now, minus 0.71%, which is not a big deal. It's a $500 stock at 515. But my friend, so this is a third day. After NVIDIA just spent 40 billion on something, it has not managed actually to post a green candle. I'm going to be bearish. I'm sorry. But as of now, NVIDIA actually is kicking my butt, but I'm going to just be patient. I think Mr. B had a better entry than me yesterday. So let's see. Mr. B here is looking as if it's trending down with the rest of the cues, because Facebook is down. I think Mr. Thomas, aka Juice, he was telling us about it yesterday, some antitrust or whatever, or Kim Kardashian decided not to freeze her account. We don't know. Whatever the reason, Apple is trending down as well. So let's see in terms of the Q. QQQ was up almost 1%, much earlier in pre-market, almost, let's say, 2 hours ago. Right now, I'm going to be keen on asking what's the over-under that by the time we open, or how long it will take into the session before QQQ is red, because the top component in both SPY and QQQ, they're showing red. If Apple is red, so the other question is just where's Microsoft? So Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, yeah, Facebook is red. Nvidia is also part of SPY. So you have 3-4 that are red. That's definitely will impact what's going on there. So let's click again on here. FedEx still at 255 or thereabouts. UPS, Adobe had earning yesterday as well, but the reaction was timid, plus less than 2% at 500 something, and the volume on Adobe is really impressive. So we don't know what's going on with that one on there. Whereas on the other one, on this side at least, you have plenty of volume on NKLA, which is not new. You have plenty of volume on Tesla and on Apple, and the one that NVIDIA has volume as well. Oh, BA has volume. Oh, but my goodness, I've given up on BA a long time ago because that's a not job stocks. Yeah, so that's another one. That's why go through the headache. Mr. Z, I will wait. Mrs. Z, rather, I will wait to do puts in the market open. Yeah, Mrs. Z, you can also use the Gunster entry, right? So if you're familiar with that. Okay, folks, it is currently 9:10. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming. Please, if you are catching the playback for the first time on our channel, find the subscribe button below, and that's where you will get notification each and every day. We try to be here each and every day. Trust me. Yesterday was one of those things where the gremlins of technical of the internet world prevented us from. Yeah, Mr. B is saying that BA has a personality disorder. I like that, Mr. B. We all have personality disorder, but that stock, my friend, oof, oh my goodness. There are quite a few stock. And that's why we trade a small list of stock, folks, because after a while, you can become familiar with some of the pattern, the way a stock, trust me, that can actually help you more than often. Last week, B1 was spiking a big time. Its friend Roku has been doing that. I don't know where it is in pre-market. I don't know if I have it on the list. So BA, Mr. Wayne is adding that the BA has a serious regulation issue. So let's see. But no, trust me, there are so many opportunities for each and everyone. But please be patient. Remember the trading clock today. Trust me. And when the FOMC announces a decision, there's usually a big head fake. So at 2 p.m. Eastern, there's going to be a big head fake. The first 10, 15 minutes after that reaction may actually be the opposite direction. Yeah. If you do not know. And then when Mr. Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, will start speaking, expect further volatility as well. So all of that, hopefully we will be able to narrate it live with you inside of our Discord room. In the meantime, take time to reset your mind. A lot for success in the stock market goes, it's a function of what goes between our 2 ears. So folks, I wish you a great trading session. Thank you for coming, and we will catch you on another episode of pre-market analysis here at Successful Trading. Bye-bye.